stepped in the ring, firelight in my eyes. Cold steel ready, no room for goodbyes. Broken dreams on a rusted old trail. Dust in my boots, I ain't here to fail. Heart's racing wild, breath hanging thin. One wrong step and it's back to where you've been. The stakes are high, no second chance. You ride or you fall, this life ain't a dance. Lord, ain't no saving, no safe ground. Just crack those spores and battlegrounds. Lord, every stumble carves a name. Light that torch and stake your claim. Lord, no rest for the wicked. Ride hard or lay low. There ain't no checkpoint down that road. Hold your steel, let the fire rise in your chest. One shot, one life. Now fight like the best. Fade to black, nah, I ride again. Scars on my soul and a storm in the wind. Ghosts of the past try to take their toll, but I saddle up strong with a burning soul. Thunder rolls in the heat of the fight. Cold sweat grips when it cuts just right. You're done, says fate, but I ain't through. Cause I was born to lose and still ride true. Rise from dust to flame. In the still, we forge our name. In pain, in flame. Lord, ain't no saving, no safe ground. Just crack those spurs and battleground. Lord, every stumble carves a name. In pain, in flame. Now fight like the best.
Bow bow west. Hey, what's up, everybody? Peace. Just glory. Or grief. I realize I'm out of water right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Happy Monday to those of you who are watching this on a Monday. Lots to talk about today. We've got a lot of gaming news that has happened over the last couple of days. So I think today's live stream, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We'll talk about the Switch 2. We'll talk about the Xbox event that just went down. I'm also streaming in a different location. We are in the process of doing some home renovations, and I have migrated into another part of the house that is now quote unquote complete-ish. And hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, I'll actually be into the brand new office. So hopefully the stream is doing well. It looks like it is. We're pushing the limits on the wireless communication. I'm going to turn up the in-game audio now that our little intro music is done. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. As I put in the message over on X, time off for good behavior. Today we're going to be stepping in and doing a little bit more endgame farming. There is a reason to this, and it all deals with exalting, because I am working on a leveling guide that helps in all this work that we're doing on exalting will help with leveling and so much more. This is also the patch 1 and multiplayer waiting room. These are two separate updates that are planned for No Rest for the Wicked. We do not have dates on those yet. I'm sure we're going to be talking about that. A lot of the people who are waiting for this patch number 1. It's important to note that's not 1.0. That is the first big update that follows after the release of the breach update. 1.0 will be sometime in 2026, maybe. I'll be sure to be sharing all of that information with you guys as soon as we have it. Now, I do apologize. Wife's calling. I'm going to take that phone call. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I am back. Boom. Should have put the music back on. All right. Yeah, like I said, going to be farming this up. I'm going to jump into Discord for anybody who wants to come hang out. Open likes. Open mics. Open likes. Where is it? There it is. All right. Sweet. Cool. That'll be fun if anybody wants to join in. Rearranging my little screens here. I think we have that up. Let me also make sure I have this screen ready to rock and roll. We've got... Awesome. I've got it. Everything's rocking and rolling. We're good to go. All right. Let's see here. I think that's the plague boss. I leveled it up to 3. Everything is pestilence. Let's go down to the lowland meadows, shall we? I leveled up that one boss to where he was just straight up impossible in the last stream. Oh. There we go. Why is it not feeling responsive? Come on. What's going on? Maybe I should plug it in directly? Maybe my wireless controller is having some issues. That's better. All right. It was definitely the controller. Wet Hand Dan. So what's up, dude? Says, I made the same mistake first time in Endgame. I had to use the Crucible to clear the zone. Okay. So it is required that his crew, like, we were talking about that last stream, and I couldn't recall if it was like, if it reset after the week or something like that. But we know now, so I'll have to go into the Crucible and clear that. All right. Ooh. Oh, that doesn't get old. What's up, James? How you doing, dude? Oh, man. Hello? Oh, miss. What happened? Did you pump up the pestilence zone a bit too much and the boss giving you trouble? Yeah, dude, I leveled this up fully. This zone, this boss right here, literally his life. I was able to get maybe 95%, and he was just constantly healing. And so it's like, it was so fun. It was wild. So James asked, did I enjoy the Xbox show? Very, very much. I think what we saw out of Xbox with the handheld and Windows like 11 updates, great. It's exactly what they've been saying they're going, with the direction they're going, and I think it's going to be really nice in the long run. But I think also, if you guys are wondering what their next hardware, and again, they're using the term hardware. They're not calling this. They're not saying they're working on a console anymore. They're all like hardware, hardware, hardware. I think essentially the next Xbox literally is Xbox PC. Like, that's what we're seeing from the handheld. It does not make any sense. So if they don't do it, I'm gonna be dumbfounded and be like, what the heck? But the downs. So I was taking the kids out to summer camp last night. So I was listening to it. 1 second. There we go. All right, 1 second. Another phone call coming in. The life of being a dad. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, man. How's it going, dude?
Not too bad. I served my civic duty today.
Oh, jury duty?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't get picked, which I'm kind of thankful for. But
What hands this name?
I did technically serve.
Nice. Yeah, I love when I don't get picked either. It's like, oh, thank you. Yeah, I showed up. Yeah, games pause screens for dads for sure. Like, that's the thing. It's so interesting. I was playing MMOs for so long. You know, it's like, oh, I'm in a dungeon with a bunch of people, and I know they're all waiting, so I have this kind of sense of guilt. And then any game where I mean, obviously in this game right now, like the pause screen is I'm gonna die. So it's like, that's why I've been doing the hardcore mode runs at 4:30 in the morning on Saturdays, with the exception of the last couple Saturdays, because just what's currently going on with the house, all the work being done on the house. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. It's like, yeah, no.
What room are you in?
So this is going to end up being the playroom, kind of for the kids. So I'm hopeful to put in like, I'm hoping that I can get a TV and you know, and a switch, you know, in here for them or something like that. So we painted it green.
Why are you in there?
Because they oh my gosh, I hate that guy so much. The bedroom that I was in, that I was using as an office, they needed to paint that room, because we're also painting the house while we're here. And so like, yeah, I'm kind of temporarily in this space, and once they, like, we're also having to do the floors. So once the floors are done, then I'm gonna go do that. Like, then I'll actually then move the office to where it is going to be, because I'll actually have an office, which is I'm really excited about. Yeah, you can wet, like, for those who don't know, I leveled up this zone to the maximum by going to a fire and tossing everything I could at it, and then the boss spawned, and I was like, okay, this is really hard. And so that was a good lesson, you know, learned by failing. But yeah, back on to the Xbox stuff. Yemron, did you watch any of the gaming news this past weekend?
Negative. I do know that Xbox or Microsoft, whoever, are coming out with a Switch competitor.
It's kind of hard to classify it as a competitor. Well,
so I've seen pictures. That's all I've seen. I don't know anything about it, so it looks like a Switch competitor to me.
Yeah, handheld basically. But it's gonna end up being.
But I guess it's a competitor to the Steam Deck, I guess, more so.
More so, and that's really kind of the big story behind it, because the Steam Deck is really doing well in terms of Steam OS and game stuff. So what this actually more or less represents is that Microsoft, like, they're releasing a version of Windows 11 that doesn't have like desktop, and they're saying that it right now, and they believe it's only going to get better. Like, it frees up 2 gigabytes of memory, and so like from an efficiency standpoint, it's going to be really interesting to see if it's able to really compete with Steam OS, because it won't have the compatibility questions, etc. So then them opening them up to new stores, like allowing Steam, I literally think whatever the next Xbox is in terms of like what you would think of a console is literally going to be that. It's like, okay, cool, you got your Steam, you got your Epic, you got whatever, your PC. Oh, it turns out you got your PlayStation games that are on PC now. Bada bing, bada boom. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the future, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, is it more or less a how do I put this? A veiled proof of concept?
I think so. I think it's especially because it lets early adopters who want that kind of experience adopt it, and then by the time it comes out to console, it's already done. They got it.
Right. I say veiled proof of concept because it's a console, but it's not like their flagship console.
Yeah. Oh, I lost the deer.
So it's like, hey, we're trying something new with this new thing, as opposed to, hey, we're trying something new with this old thing.
Ooh, okay, that's great to know, Dragon Wolf. He says use torn mats to prevent getting back too many negatives. You'll get more back when you beat the boss anyway. Very nice. Okay, we'll excuse me, guys. Sorry, 1 second.
Yep.
Back. It's like,
Welcome back.
hey, I'll just go live, and then it's like 17 phone calls.
It's okay. My dad got called twice. Oh God. My dad got called twice during dinner for a job. I'm just like, dude.
Is he looking for a job?
He has been for the better part of. It's been over a year now.
Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah, and from what I understand, the fields have just flooded. I mean, I've been looking for a job too, and it's been very difficult.
Yeah, I also hear like a big part of it ends up being that people are like, you're competing against all these different like AI things that are like, in fake jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like, ugh, rough. What was that notification? I gotta move my screens around a little bit. All right. Must have been a welcome to the channel, whoever hit that button. Wet says, I have a Scuff Nomad and I play Steam games, Xbox, PS5 on my iPhone. So why would I need an Xbox handheld? You wouldn't. I think essentially like they're just trying to get that option out for those who don't kind of do exactly what you said. For me, I'm interested in it because I'm interested, especially in the UI, and like if they can truly give us a seamless experience that's like managing all my friends lists. Like I'm like, all right, seems silly, but I'm like, okay. I buy also a lot of my games like off of Play Anywhere, so it's like Final Fantasy 16 just came out on Xbox Play Anywhere, so it's Xbox and PC, and honestly, that's what I'm waiting on to see if they also do the same thing with Tactics. So. Whew. Oh, mother. So nice. Thank goodness this is not my hardcore character. That'd be brutal.
Dude, the people freaking out over people buying the Switch.
It's hilarious.
It's part of it is funny.
And there's a tragedy to it, like for sure.
Like it's definitely a comedic tragedy, I would say. Because like, yeah, there's a couple. It's
the idea.
right?
It just feels like a lot of people are just like, you're running into the fact that like you have no influence on how somebody else spends their money, and you wish you did. You know.
Well, that's one thing that boggles my freaking mind, is that like I'm not a one to, you know, I forget where I heard it from, but like I'm not a man to count another man's money, right? Like I don't. What you do with your money is like, if you ask for advice, I'll tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you like
exactly. Like if someone said, Brian, should I buy a Switch 2? I'd be like, unless you're a die-hard Nintendo fan, I don't think I would. Yeah. I cannot find right now a reason why anybody needs to own a Switch 2 outside of that they just want to have one. And for me, like an upgrade, you know, because my Switch is 8 years old, and I'm like, yeah, I want something better. It's like, let's
I mean, I have a Switch Lite, right? And
yeah.
Like I barely play that, right? So it's just like, why would I buy a Switch 2 when there are really no games for it that I want? And the one game that is on Switch 2 is also on the regular Switch. So I'm just like, I don't really care. But I think it's also interesting because you definitely have people who are like, why are you buying this? Or like calling people privileged when it's like, you weren't going to buy it in the first place.
Video games are a privileged thing though. Like there's always been a cost to it. It's not
but it's like, it's like someone shaming you for I don't know. It's like, I don't understand the mentality behind shaming someone for their specific privilege. Like,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Like, yeah, they got, you know, someone's really, really well off and they can spend a lot of money. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to do that myself. I'm not gonna sit here and shame someone because of how they spent their own money. And it's like,
right.
It's dumb. But it's also too, at the same time, it's like, wow, we ourselves are highly privileged because we can complain about a Switch 2.
Oh, dude, yeah. You mean I can go online and
peak privilege,
and I can be like, you know, this makes me angry. Yeah, I get it. I got a question for Dragonoff, for anybody who knows. So I've obviously used these two torn resources, and I can see the bar goes up. Looks like the cleanser rewards are kind of going up. Does this have any impact on just the normal drops as I continue to, clear out this plague? I would like. I'm gonna go ahead and make the offering anyway. Food inventory is full. Let's see if I can get across this bridge without getting knocked off again. Nope. Oh, it's so funny. Oh man, oh, that'd be sweet if like just throughout, like, you know, okay, cool, I'll burn this, farm it up. Then in my mind, I don't know, does it increase the difficulty of these enemies? Or is it just the boss that's impacted by the difficulty? Have I not explored everything? Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, I absolutely see what your tip is there's that the bar's going up, the rewards are going up, but I'm not getting these negative debuffs. All right, well, hello. It's all the enemies. They get harder and the drops get better. Right, you're dead too. Okay, great. What? What the heck? And increases all the enemies, including the boss. Thank you. Good to know. This is also kind of good just to generally farm food mats. Okay, so the offerings then do not impact the drop rates on any of these enemies. So yes, then if that's the case, then it makes more sense not to. It makes more sense to do exactly what you're doing, so. Yeah, maybe I'll get some more. See how far we can get. I need to actually track my dad because he is supposedly taking the boys swimming and wants me to come along.
What, tonight?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was just that's what the calls were about. They're like, hey, because he wants to take Izzy to the pool as well. And so it's like he feels that he can take Izzy to the pool if I'm there as well, and I agree. She's our most dangerous child. She's the one who's like fearless.
She's a notorious middle child.
And well, I mean, she's the 5th child, but I don't know if that qualifies as middle in this case. But
usually it's the middle child that is a bit of a butt. mischievous, I'll say mischievous. My brother is the middle child.
Oh. Emos, mostly the snooze as they were way cheaper and more plentiful. Yeah. I just was like testing it out. It's like, wow, I was like, oh, I'll use that. Give it a shot. But yeah, let me pull up tracker on him just so I know when I need to end stream. Because with all due respect to him, he meanders. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still at his house. Oh, we still have some time. Might see how I feel when I get back tonight. Oh, there's that guy. Screw you! Oh. This guy sucks so quick. This sword is actually quite powerful. There we go. How we doing? We're almost to 50%. chewy steak. I like it, Sal. I too like to learn from other people. It's like, oh, okay. That's the thing. It's like I always feel like every time I hop in the game, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I'm enjoying the fist. I'm looking forward. Like I like my my greatsword build, and that's one of the things I'm kind of doing this right now. And then when I kind of really feel like this is good, I'll see about releasing it as a build, you know, for people if they are interested. And then, but I don't think it's perfect yet, right? Because I don't have the stuff exalted. Like there's still like, you know, I have this sword, so I don't know if I want to just be fists all the way down. It is what it is. But all in all, like I'm feeling pretty decent right now. I haven't slotted a gym there, you know, so I'm hunting for like some lifesteal gym here. So still a little bit more work on it. But having a good time, liking it. I'm really also looking forward to playing more with the wands. That is my lowest level character, but that's why I'm trying to like perfect my kind of my leveling gear set and have that all, well, at least not necessarily all exalted, but at least. Jeez, it's like a brick. Oh, they got me. Oh, pop. All right. Oh, here it is. I was like, I'm not seeing the vines. Where are the vines? The other interesting balance is those the torn resources, like to upgrade your weapons. So there is like a, oh, do I upgrade this? I like that. I like that. I feel like I'm like, oh yeah, I can upgrade this now, or I'm gonna save up for that. Jeez. Goodness gracious. All right, he's starting to make progress. Probably have about, we'll see what we can get done in 30 minutes before I have to head out. Seeing that there is fist weapons is what convinced you to get the game? Nice. Oh, I already did that. Yeah, and then there's even more weapons coming. Like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I like and how each weapon kind of has its own play style as well. So it's not like this fist weapon is like this fist weapon. They do have a unique play style, which is fun. Obviously, the runes can be more unified between like, oh, this weapon has this. Am I playing in the closet? No. This is we've just recently painted this room. This is the kids, what was like where a lot of the kids would sleep because that's where they wanted to. So we put in multiple bunk beds. And I was in the office, which is just like, you can't see it, but it's just down, right over there. And I'm now in a temporarily in here until the actual new office gets floors put in. And then I can move downstairs and reside there. I wish my transition to that like charge was a little bit. I was a little bit faster with it. I don't know if that's a skill thing or if that's just the nature of swapping weapons. Thought I was hitting him. Oh, nice. You getting the new Xbox handheld? I hope that the OS... Dude, yes, I'm 100% getting it. It's right up the alley that I like in terms of handhelds. I'm very much excited to see the operating system. I mean, it seems silly, but it's like, yeah, give me that universal experience. And I do think that, again, is that preview that's going to... Probably, I wonder if they'll roll it out to Windows. Not that you, like... I mean, yeah, I guess you could set up a Windows PC to... That would be fascinating. I didn't even think about this earlier because it just makes sense. I have the theory that we're going to see Microsoft allow for other people to make Xboxes, right? Just like with PCs. There's a wide range of manufacturers. I do wonder if they then give you the option, give me the option. Like imagine you have a PC that you built, you're not using or whatever, to install the new Windows 11 Xbox version. So that it gets, you know, the best of the PC world, but you don't need the desktop. You know, it's got the unified experience, and you as an individual manufacturer or Microsoft themselves, you just kind of pick your what kind of console do you want? Do you want it to be a cloud-focused console? Do you want it to be, you know, like high-end PC gaming? The choice is yours. By the way, it's best to switch to a physical weapon once you freeze. That's what I'm doing. That's how you see me doing that shatter. Like I literally go from ice and then I swap to this and do the charge. This also is a physical weapon, but yeah. Yeah, that's the cool thing with freeze. Okay, I gotta turn around. Dude, I'm looking forward to the more of what they have in store. Sounds pretty epic. I'm actually getting to hang out with Thomas on Thursday. We're gonna ask him some questions. There we go. I was hoping that I could pound them, but that far they knew that would work. All right, cool. Progress has been made on clearing the pestilence. really want to figure out how to open that gate. The fact that the enemies are still there is kind of fun. It's funny. Throws me off a little bit. I'm like, oh, nope, you're dead. There we go. Yeah, dude, shattered like it. I love how the elements kind of work. It's so cool. I do feel like freeze is really powerful for that. Okay, fine. You wanna sit over there, Hal? Excuse me. Man, dadgummit. Steven says, hey dude, just wanted to say love the content. Really appreciate you sending me a ton of art a few months back. Dude, you're very welcome, Steven. Happy to help. Crash says, I think this is a handheld that will get me in the game. Been waiting for the right one. I will wait for reviews though, and the pricing. Pricing is going to be critical, right? Because no offense to Microsoft or Asus, but it's like there is a point in which that I'm like, yeah, that's like I already have devices that do that. My curiosity, here's the thing. My curiosity for that would be peaked at $800. If it's over $800, I'm sorry. I have a PC. I have cloud gaming.
I think it has to. I think it would have to come down to like $400 or $500.
For mass market. Well, again, I'm talking about the X version. They also have the non-X version, which is, you know, lesser. So it's like, yeah, I could think in terms of mass market for sure. Like that's where like Switch 2 is getting so much frustration aimed at it. And I'm not saying that frustration is invalid. Like I get it, right? Like times are tough, money can be tight, and the thing you like to do to escape a lot of that. Well, it turns out, well, it wants more money from you, and then you're like, what am I getting for that money, right? Because I don't think any gamer has any problem whatsoever paying for a game or a system if they feel that they're getting the value out of the product. It's when they don't feel like they're getting that value. Now, how do we separate those who weren't going to buy it in the first place? I don't think we truly can. I don't think we can ever truly know if someone's telling the truth on the internet anymore.
Those days have been long gone.
Yeah, it's like now, especially with AI and like I'm like I don't even know if this image I'm looking at is real. Is this person making the recommendation even real? I could just go out to VO right now, and as long as like it's got like I have 8 seconds, make a clip of, you know, some hot chick saying like, oh, I really, really love this new crappy ass game. Oh, pretty girl say thing, I buy game. I don't know. Not that everybody's that way, but
some of them definitely they exist.
oh, dude.
How many?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, Crash says, I think it's going to be 800 to 1,000 unless they are willing to take a hit on it, but I don't think that's where the strategy is anymore. So here's the question, right? Like, when you say take a hit, in the past, the Xbox, the PlayStation, even the Nintendo to a degree, was subsidized because they get the additional game sales. So they would basically say, hey, I'll sell this console at a loss, you know, and especially in Microsoft's case, so that we can get people into the ecosystem, and then we're going to make it up on the store. So people are going to be buying games, and we're going to take a cut of that. And so that was the model. But for something like the Rogue Ally, and even something like Microsoft now, when you can use any store, that's why I was like, yeah, that's why a lot of people didn't believe me, because they're like, there's no way Microsoft would sacrifice the store. It's like, their hardware isn't profitable, and it's like, yeah, I think they want kind of out of that, and this is an elegant way for them to be like, we're a software company, sure, maybe they do make a piece of hardware, but yeah, I think the prices are going to reflect that the hardware isn't going to be subsidized anymore.
Yeah,
dude, can't wait for co-op either. I'm gonna say Cab. Says, I really love Wiki. Can't wait for co-op. Has anyone seen the new Predator movie on Hulu? I wish they would add dual shields as weapons like gauntlets. That is what a Viking woman uses. I have not seen the new Predator movie. See how far away is my thing? Yeah, it's 11 minutes from here, so I probably need to leave. Probably will wrap up in 10. I did say game giveaway in the title, and I want to make sure I honor that. So what I'll do is I'll give away a copy to somebody random who leaves a comment on this live stream. So comment on the live stream if you want a chance to win a copy. Normally I like giving them away towards the end, but I do always want to make sure I put my even the fact that, like, oh, there we go, sit down. I always want to make sure I put my family over video games every which way. So getting to go spend time with them, because like I don't get to see them now, because right now they're staying with my parents.
Yeah. Because
they're like, there's no place for them to stay here. So I have a couch I sleep on. I get up early, go to work, etc. I'm just here for the ginger. Thanks, Mark. Oh, dude, you're the best. You're the best.
Also, a new Alien TV show coming out in August. Alien Earth. I thought that was a movie, but okay.
I'm looking forward to Superman. So I saw the Mission Impossible movie. That last hour of that movie was intense. I was like, holy crap. That was rough.
I never got into.
I think I've seen them all with my dad. So because I even saw this one with him. I do love like pulling a link and just like doing that downward thrust. So I saw that Amazon Prime, something tomorrow. Might have to do that. Like if I can figure out how to do it.
All right.
Yeah, but then I was like, do I get two and then try to find a buddy, or try to take Jules? We'll see.
I mean, if we live near each other, I'd say take me.
Oh, dude, yeah, like fly down to Texas.
Oh yeah, totally. That would be totally worth it.
For Superman, a movie about a man who can fly.
I mean, I am interested in the Superman.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, I love Superman. I really like what James Gunn has done, kind of with his vision for the DCU. As much as like it sucks that Cavill isn't, Superman. Warner Brothers ruined what the DCEU could have been. Like they ruined it. Like hands down, it was so inconsistent. And I think one of the things that I continue to make the case for is that I don't believe that there's a superhero fatigue. I do think there's a bad movie fatigue. And it's like, just make a really good movie. Stop trying to preach and virtue signal.
I think
that.
I think the Superman movie will either make or break your point, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It has the potential to be a really good movie that nobody sees. It has the potential to be a bad movie. But if it's a good movie and nobody goes and sees it, and then they just don't want it, then yeah, I think I would concede.
Well, one would say Thunderbolts was that movie, right?
Thunderbolts was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Thunderbolts generally audiences liked it, but it flopped.
How much did it make? Because I heard that, but it's like
less than Captain America. Brave New World.
I thought it made more than that. Like I thought I saw like in terms of
I thought it made like 300 million.
how much did Captain America make? And then the other thing though is you got how much has Marvel kind of set themselves up for this? It's like all right, like their inconsistency is like that. They're starting to get into that inconsistency where it's like the quality of the movies. You're just like, I'm just not interested.
So Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Creature Commandos was great. Okay. And so what Creature Commandos did, Dreg, was it semi-codified the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. And so that I literally was like, I'm not interested in Peacemaker. The DCU is gone instead. Like this is just, there's no saving it. So I checked out. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'll go check it out. And I was like, oh, that's great. Now I'm really looking forward to Peacemaker season 2. And, obviously like, Superman into that. I don't know if they got Lanterns set, a date on Lanterns set yet, but then we do know next summer is going to be Supergirl.
So
I do have too much food in my inventory.
You do.
Yes.
So Brave New World made 413.6 million for Brave New World, and Thunderbolts made almost 377 million.
We need a call counter on the stream. Like how many phone calls keep coming in? The Steven says, but with the Thunderbolts, I think that there was a reservation with Marvel movies now that they've been shelling out nonsense for way too long. Wanted to see it, but I didn't trust them. Like honestly, I thought that it was one of their best movies that they've made since Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I still rate Guardians 3 higher than the Thunderbolts. But also, like the other thing about the Thunderbolts, that's where it's like, I'm very curious in terms of the numbers, and I'm sorry, I know you were saying that, but then Julie was calling at the same time. In terms of the numbers, one of the things though is that they also actually made it on budget, so it wasn't a 300-400 million. I think it cost them 200, and so then whatever marketing is. So it might have been a movie where they broke even, which is not what you want when you're spending that much money, because you'd make more money just investing it.
Well, it depends. So you have the box office, you have the movie budget, which is the website I checked was 180 million. But you also have the advertising budgets, right?
Yeah.
Which is usually somewhere between 100 and 150 million. So on that alone, they lost money.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, granted, the movie made over $375 million. The studios only take roughly 50% of the box office home.
Let's get a shout out for Wicked Builds. Yeah. Sorry.
Because they split the ticket price between the studio and the theaters. At least in the US, it's 50%.
Yeah.
Roughly 50 to 60%, depending on where you look. And abroad, it's usually less than that, like 40 to 30%.
Yeah.
China, it's 25%.
Yeah.
The studios take 25%.
Pop that also in the Twitch. Okay, yeah, you're right. Factoring in obviously tickets, and I guess is it still showing in theaters right now, or is it like pulled?
I don't know. I think I logged off the thing. I think it's still, but I think it's still. Oh my God, this is Chrome. might have remembered. I think it's ended.
Now, Wicked Build says, hey, Brian, as a fellow Gauntlet enjoyer, can you ask Thomas to please fix the ninth glove binders when you interview him? I will, but I would go out and tell you right now, I bet that's already being fixed because Thomas has shared the time to kill, and that is one of the things, like, we know Gauntlet adjustments are coming because some Gauntlets are, like, super awesome, and some are just, like, you know, not so much. Not so much awesome.
They're not balanced properly.
Correct.
But yeah, Thunderbolts is still playing.
Okay.
So.
And then that's 300 million counting international.
It's 376.7 or 0.8 million, including international. That's the total box office.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
Which makes it about $40 million less than Brave New World.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah.
I think Brave New World, like, I think Marvel has not been doing themselves any favors. What's up, Bruto?
I think so. The speculation I heard is that, was it Doomsday or is it? There's a movie that comes after Doomsday. I think it's Secret Wars.
Yeah. Doomsday, Secret Wars reset the universe.
Yeah, supposedly they're gonna wait for Secret Wars to basically reset everything and recast.
It makes
everyone.
sense. Yeah, so, they'll have they'll do Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man will continue.
Because Fantastic Four, we'll see how that does.
Well, I don't have a lot of hope in Fantastic Four personally. I'm no offense to them, but I'm just not generally interested in that movie. I do like movies, so I probably will go see it. But beyond Fantastic Four, the Spider-Man movies, what's after that? Then it's Avengers Doomsday. So it's like Spider-Man, I think definitely will be a movie to see as long as they don't foobar it up. Or what I would call Sony it up, because Sony has really not done Spider-Man no favor. Outside of Miles Morales and the Spider-Verse, that in and of itself, I'm really looking forward to the third one there.
So
I have not got that ring yet, Bruto.
The Spider-Man movies with, what's his name, Tom Holland, is that the right name?
Yes.
Those have all been
a billion more. Yeah, they've all made a billion.
They have, yeah. I know No Way Home. Was it No Way Home? The most recent one? That one did like really well. And that apparently like veterans and newcomers alike like love the movie because it just did so much service to the other two Spider-Man. Never got a chance to see that movie. Because I grew up with Tobey Maguire. So but like if they can hold out, because I think Spider-Man will probably be good. Because everyone freaking loves Spider-Man. But I don't know about Doomsday or
You just got a ring of determination. Oh, I'm jealous, dude. Where did it drop? Just like out of like the Crucible? Like, is there? I don't think there's targeted farming at all. But I was like, if there's odds that increase, I would love to know.
Yeah, the Watchmen movie, I think I saw that too young. I watched it and I was really like confused.
I don't remember. Like it was.
But I know it.
There's just too much penis in it for me. I was just
I know the movie deviated heavily from, or at least to a not so insignificant degree from the book.
It had a satisfying ending in my mind. Like it was just like, oh, that like very fitting for the overall.
I remember so little about that movie. I don't even know how old I was at that movie. I think I probably saw it for Silk Spectre, to be honest. Like at it, I'm pretty sure that's why I saw it. Not for any reason in particular. Not for any other reason in particular.
I like looking at pretty things.
Watchmen movie. It's 2009. Yeah, I was like, when exactly was it?
For those of you who have tuned in, and I know, like I said, game giveaway, I'm gonna have to go and do some family stuff, and so I'm gonna have to cut the streams short a little bit. So I will give away a copy of the game randomly to someone who leaves a comment on this VOD when it's finished, you know, after the stream ends.
I remember I saw it with a bunch of I saw it with a bunch of college friends, with a bunch of college roommates, because I was it debuted in the United States in at March 6, 2009. So I was with a bunch of college friends.
I was out of college.
I just entered college. That was my beginning of my second semester.
What was I? I think I knew Julie. I was dating Julie. I have to think about it mathematically.
But yeah, I definitely did not. I was too young for that movie, I think, or not in the right headspace for it.
Well, it's a deconstruction of like the superhero, right? So it's like,
yeah, and I like that. The really only big superhero movies that I watched were Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies were really the only ones I actually like wanted to go and see.
mm-hmm.
I've seen Christopher Reeve's Superman tangentially. Both Fantastic Four movies, the original, they were fine. I thought they were fun. But like, yeah, I haven't been excited actually, I haven't been excited for a superhero movie since like Iron Man 2. Like that's basically, I saw that movie, never got a chance to see it, and I just fell off the wagon.
Okay.
So, yes, that was very long ago, but I also like DC more, so.
I like DC more too. I've always been a bigger DC fan, and that's where it's like, okay, great, let's go. I want to really, like, that's the problem with the DC. Again, they rushed. It was inconsistent. It was just fatiguing. Like, I'm tired. I just want a good, Superman, good Batman.
I mean,
and there have been like good movies, like the Batman, and then obviously like Christopher Nolan's Batman. I thought I really enjoyed.
Oh, you mean with Christian Bale?
Yeah.
Aside from the third one, I thought they were good. The third one just
the third one, I think, they struggled a little bit on that one.
Yeah. But I thought Christian Bale's Batman is probably my favorite rendition of the character. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way.
Where's my dad? All right, I'm probably not gonna be able to fight the pestilence boss. If I'm not too tired when I get back tonight, I might go live again. We'll see,
okay.
Or we might go again tomorrow. I just wanna. There we go. Okay, yeah. There's too much pestilence. He's about to pass the house, and so I need to head out. Arg. I'm really liking the Endgame. What I'm working towards is is like unlocking and exalting stuff. So it's just going to be a little bit of farming and really trying to get the setup that I want. There you go. So close too. All right. Hopefully when I get back, I'll be able to continue it. There we go. So close too. Ooh. How far? All right, maybe. If I can find a whole pack of them, we might be able to hopefully fight this boss.
Where are you going? I'm so confused.
All right. Sorry for the pestilence boss tease. But I think I do have to wrap again, guys. We're going to continue to try and keep giving away copies of the game. And if I go live later, it'll be, late night. But dadgummit, man. I'm looking forward to seeing my kids. I love you guys very much. I appreciate y'all who were hanging out. Appreciate the likes and whatnot. And hopefully we'll have a little bit more longer to hang out next time that I go live. So anyway, hope y'all all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.